Okay, I stopped by my local Target, which is always sold out of Star Wars and everything else. And today I just got lucky and I found these two figures, which I did not know they were out yet. So if you want to check out what they're worth, what they're made of, stick around. And welcome to another episode of Reboot Robots R&R Collectibles. Hello guys and welcome back. My name is Carlos Charlie Munguia and I just got lucky and I found these characters. I was trying to find some Marvel Legends and I came across this new wave that I actually was looking at it when I was at Comic-Con. I didn't know I was gonna, find these at all, because usually the Targets that I go to, everything is sold out on these, and especially the DC Multiverse stuff. So, and as you can see here, it's the Dark Knight Returns, the Frank Miller one, the actual armored Batman straight from the comic book. Not the armored Batman that we got from Batman vs Superman. This is the actual armor that kicked Superman's ass. Let me start with the Dark Knight here, and then from there I'll work up to Robin. So let's see what's up. Okay, so here we have the Batman Dark Knight Returns armored Batman. I just showed the box a few seconds ago, but let me just show it again one more time. It's Collect and Connect New 52 Doomsday, and you can see him here with this metallic gun. Let's see here. You could pause that, read that. Alright, we good. We all know that it's Bruce Wayne under there, the old Bruce Wayne. So we have here the Connect and Collect of New 52 Doomsday Multiverse. So box looks pretty cool. You can see artwork of Frank Miller right there, all in color. So alright, let's get this guy open. And there he is, straight out the package, and he looks like if he just came straight out of the comic book. I actually love this figure. Although he's too big and buff, so he doesn't have much articulation. But even though, he's just well sculpted. And oops, I dropped his gun. Let me show you some of the stuff that he has. This is the actual sonic gun that he uses against Superman, and it makes his actually so powerful, it makes his nose bleed, if I'm correct on the graphic novel. So that looks pretty cool. Let me actually reflect on this for a second. Let's focus on this. You can see it's okay sculpted. It's like it has like a metallic sheen on there. You can see it's kind of marbled or warped in there, which is fine. Looks good. And also this gun is made in China, so he got this sonic gun in China. He did not make it. Alright, so you see there. And it's kind of bented a bit. I could put like a hair dryer to it so it kind of straightens it out. But even so, it looks pretty good. It looks really good on him. So what I also noticed is that the chest part is actually made out of a rubber texture, giving it it looks like it gives it realism actually when you move around the character, how it kind of goes in and out. So it gives it kind of a realism plus to the shine of like leather or rubber. So that's pretty cool. I really wonder what's actually under this. It feels like you could probably tear this off, but I think it just looked ugly under there, so I will not do that. He looks big, he looks buff, or he could be fat. He may need to lay off the bat wings, or never mind. But yeah, like I said before, due to the fact that he's buff, he is missing articulation. But look at the head sculpt. The head sculpt looks awesome. I truly actually love the head sculpt on this character. You can see right there. So he's kind of gritting his teeth. You can see how he's kind of how it kind of continues on down to his lower part of the chin. I think there's a little bit of paint drippage right there. It's not bad. It's covered by this this turtleneck protector thing, so that's pretty cool. His head moves more down than up. It does not move up at all, like I said, because he has too much big parts, so I don't blame it. And he has single jointed elbows. It goes up to here, not much. Has a wrist swivel. Doesn't go up and down, and he has a single jointed knees also, and he doesn't have a thigh swivel. Actually, it's more like on top of here with this ball joint here, so he doesn't do much of the splits. If I do, it might tear his legs off. Let's see, but he kind of has an ankle pivot, not much, but he does have a ankle hinge right there, and he does have a lower leg swivel right here, like a calf swivel. So that's not bad, but you can't pose him well because he's too bulky. But I mean, still, I'd rather use him, you know, I'm not going to move him much anyways. I'm going to treat him more like a statue more than a posable action figure anyways. I do love the color. It's staying true to the actual Batman colors. When the first novel came out, of course, it was all black and white. You didn't really know what shading of color it has. But once the colored one came out, it stays true to it. The cape is flimsy, which is perfect, so you can kind of stylize him, you know, when he's standing up, or, you know, it's not too rough or hard. It's long. It kind of sways to the left or to his right, so I mean, kind of gives it a little, you know, flair there, I guess. So that's not bad. His arms move at least up to here. Don't want to rip him out the sockets. Let's see his back. Back looks good, and also he has the signature spike under his boots. And he stomps the hell out of Superman, so that's pretty cool. I do like that. See that? He has the peg, so you could actually stand him up in something. And of course, the signature Batman feet, wings, or I don't know what the hell those are, but yeah. So that's pretty much it with this guy, and I like him. I like him a lot. Just the fact that he's like straight out of the comic book. So yeah, definitely worth getting. Let's check out the other one. Alright, next let's look at Robin, aka Kerry Kelly, and you can see here's a figure straight out of the graphic novel of Frank Miller. Love it, love the art direction. Here you go, and here's a little biopic of her. Pause it, read it, it's all good. Alright, and I was right about the name, Kerry Kelly. Alright, so look at the back. She's part of number 2 piece, so she's part of Doomsday's right leg. So let's check her out. You can see the size of the box. Once again, her art direction with her signature slingshot. So yeah, let's definitely check her out. And here she is, straight out the package. She's a very small figure, actually. She's less than 6 inches. You can see here how I love the color of this character, man. Her color kind of brings it to life. I mean, look at this right here. The red, green, yellow. Pretty good, pretty good. Seems she seems more brittle than the other characters. It's very light. I mean, has more articulation than the armored Batman, that's for sure. And you can see here how she only has one hole in her fist, one slot for the actual slingshot here. And you want to check out her actual accessory, slingshot. It's more like it's kind of stuck together, so you can't really sling it, obviously. So it's flimsy, but I mean, it's all good as long as you could, you know, pose it in your hand. I can't complain. So we're take a closer look at that. See, there you go. So it's not bad. I mean, it's not good or it's not bad. Now let's check out the character here. There's also her signature glasses. I wish you could like, you know, take off her glasses so it'd be more like an accessory as well. But I mean, I want to ask for too much there. So. And you can see she has single jointed elbows, and she does have a wrist swivel right there, and she has single jointed knees. She has a thigh swivel, and she doesn't have a waist swivel nor an ab crunch. I mean, what's wrong with these two characters without those things? She could move her ankle up and down. Not much. There's no ankle pivots, so there's an you can't pose her in certain, you know, ways that you wanted to, because she's a very, how do you say, posable or flexible character in the book, right? I mean, she's like jumping around doing things, so you figure, you know, you could do the same thing with this character. But I mean, she looks good. She definitely does. I mean, she's, as you can see there, let's look closer at her face. She's pretty well detailed. I mean, the glasses look a little like, how do you say it? Look a little unbalanced, I guess, but I mean, it does give it a cartoonish look, so I don't mind it at all. I still like the sculpt of this figure. Check out her hair right there. Let's see. Focus on that. Let's see. Her head does not go up and down, which is kind of sad. I mean, because you could pull her in cooler poses if it went up and down. But I mean, it turns left to right at least. And let's see, her cape. It's a little flimsy. It's long, so I mean, it's fine. And she has like the elf boots, or the elf slippers, which is cool, I guess. I mean, it all fits the character. There's little pegs at the bottom. So yeah, that's pretty much it for her. And there we go. That was my quick review of these two figures. I hope it was helpful, and overall, I do love these characters. They're pretty much straight from the graphic novel, except they do lack a little bit of articulation, but if you look at them now, I mean, they don't look bad, so I mean, you just can't over-articulate them, obviously, so I'm just gonna use them as, you know, posable statues as always. I'm not gonna pose them every 5 or 10 minutes, so they're gonna look good on my shelf either way, so I do love these characters. And I hope you liked this video. Like, subscribe, share. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'll be more than happy to check those out and answer them as fast as I can. And that's pretty much it, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video, which could be another collectible toy review or even some video games. Who knows? Let's see what happens next. Alright? Peace.